Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Game Devlog on the Stars Our Destination, a turn-based strategy flight game. We're almost there. Almost at the point where I can feel comfortable putting out a demo build for open development. Consider this a vertical slice as we call it, but it needs a bit more polish. Let's get into it. Last week, the pilot select was just a yellow screen. Now it has more colors. The individual enemy now detects how many ships it's encountering. When the player selects their chosen fight, it'll know whether to bring up the pilot select screen. The player will select the pilot that will go into battle, and it works. Of course, it still needs to show the pilot stats, the health, their ships, maybe a few faces, but that's down the line, one step at a time. This part is mostly finished, but still needs some metaphorical elbow grease. Taken from Star Fox, the goal of this screen is for players to get a feel for the controls without learning them on the fly. Just think of it like a sample. Currently, it's dead simple with text saying which action you're triggering. This was achieved with making a new screen with an image background, a new camera, and a quad to match the skybox. It's similar to how the mini-map was made in the flight scene. Also added a particle system to add some flair with some speed lines. There's still some polish that needs to be done though, like showing which buttons are being pressed on the screen, making controls more customizable, and maybe some button flashing when pressing them. And plus making sure the screen turns off when the player wants it to instead of it being timed. Currently it turns off after 10 seconds. Ironically, I was pressed for time. Soon to be fixed. Let it be known I had to break down and write ideas for programming steps on paper for the first time in 3 years or so. This is mostly for the battle select screen. After the player finishes the fight, it'll go back to the battle select window and check if there's another fight in the queue. The hard part was trying to get it to reorganize itself and transfer the data from the incoming slot into the empty slot, so there are a lot of if statements and a lot of loops, but it works though. Look at all that spaghetti. Everything works on the most basic level, but it isn't the most optimal or pretty to look at the moment. The whole strategy screen uses 3 global managers, each talking to each other, leading to code resembling tangled hair at points. Planning on using some Unity events to help minimize this, and have the individual managers be called within the main strategy manager as the de facto class. And it will also help me debug which function might be screwing up later down the line. Next is the polish. Gameplay quirks, fixing some of the above issues, adding an outro after finishing the battle, instead of just going straight to the strategy screen. I can't guarantee customizable controls, but we'll see. That'll be it for this week. Subscribe or join the Discord server if you like what I'm doing. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.